Right, we're letting a few more people jump on. Again, I want to say thank you so much for joining us. If you are jumping on and this is a recording, I want to say thank you. Thank you for first just taking the time to listen and hear who we are. We're in an age of listening and hearing a lot of different things and gathering a lot of information. And we want to break this down for you in a very simple, direct way. That's why we call it the true solutions of TrūAura, that we are about the solutions and being based in solutions. So whenever we look at that, hopefully you're able to walk away from tonight with maybe a few more answers, some answers of what we do, but even more so, I hope that there's some questions that you can have that actually go back, that you can go back to your consultant that invited you to the call, and it can create a dialogue between you. Again, thank you so much for joining tonight. And my name is Phillip Yarbrough. I am thrilled to be joining with you tonight to guide you and be your Virgil through the evening of who we are at TrūAura. First and foremost, I want to say hello from one of our founder. His name is Rick. And he is actually at the forefront of what we did when we started this company 2 years ago. What was at the heart of that was right here in the middle of the screen. It was the intersection of integrity, ethics, respect, and honesty. Whenever you look at that, it is truly the intersection of where business is today. A business does not succeed without these four things. This is something that is thought that every company today must have. And in fact, if you look at a company that you can't respect or that isn't honest or doesn't have ethics or integrity in the cornerstones of who they don't last very long. So we knew that this had to be at the heart of who we are. If we wanted to build a community, which is on the left-hand side of your screen, a community that we could be proud of. Understand that a community is built by different pieces, different types of people, whether it's a community at church or whether it's a community that's based in a city or a country. It is not built up of the same type of people. It's built up by individuals that are marching in the same direction, that encourage each other, that celebrate with each other, and at times even cry with each other. You see, at TrūAura, we're trying to build a sense of community and a culture that supports, encourages, and celebrates. Why? Because we are building a picture and a future that we want to be proud of. And part of that is on the far right-hand side of the screen. This picture speaks to me greatly because it's not just about giving a hand out to someone and giving somebody all the answers, but it's giving a hand up, saying, hey, we want to help bring you to your true potential. Your true potential. And as we look at that and go through what TrūAura is and why we exist, I want to guide you through this tonight. And as we guide through that, I want to tell you about 3 different types of people that have been part of TrūAura. One of the first ones that I want to tell you about is Valerie Drew. Valerie is an amazing mother of 3 and another on the way, and she is just absolutely amazing. Here she's talking about how her and her husband, Nick, who have had to deal with some unemployment over the last few months, and how TrūAura provided and is providing for them. You see, TrūAura is a bridge right now. And what is a bridge? It connects one area, one constant with another constant. And in the middle, there's maybe some rough waters. And so the bridge gets you from one constant to a next. from one stability to the next stability. And that next stability, the future that she might have, it truly could be with TrūAura. It might be with that. And we truly hope it is, and that she is a part of the TrūAura family for years to come. But what we can be proud of is that we're providing in a time of need for her. And this could be a similar situation that you are in. The second person I want to tell you about is April. April is a wonderful consultant. And she's one of our top sellers. I love this picture and what she shared on our Facebook page, and it's our private Facebook page where people can share victories and concerns and different things back and forth that we can build into each other. And she shared this of why she loves TrūAura and the industry that we represent. You see, she can wear a ball cap, her pajama pants, have her cup of coffee because that's always important. And she's on the TrūAura website because the back office of what we have is part of the investment that we as TrūAura, the corporate team, puts into you. So you do not have to invest in that. You don't have to invest in the product and inventory issues that most companies have to deal with. And what it lets you do is you be you and develop the relationships that are important to your business. April, actually this was posted, it wasn't yesterday like the post, but it was back in April, and she actually had one of her best months ever in sales where she sold over $11,000. And you might be asking, how much does she make when selling $11,000? Well, I want you to stick around to hear about that in just a few more slides, because we'll talk about what the true solutions on the income is towards the end. The third person I want to tell you about is Lynn. Lynn is one of our top leaders with TrūAura, and she has a beautiful story of her and her now fiance. You see, Hector was laid off from his job during COVID-19 as just another casualty of COVID-19. And a lot of people are dealing with this. You might be on here tonight, but the beautiful thing that she was able to find during this time, she was able to find a future and find hope. And how did she find that? Well, first, Hector, halfway through March, proposed to Lynn in a beautiful proposal in her backyard where he laid out rose petals and surprised her that evening. Little did she know that a time of uncertainty was just around the corner. Not only in his layoff, but with COVID coming and not being able to be in houses and being able to have those parties. But what Lynn was able to do is she was able to skill up in this time, and different trainings that we provided through TrūAura, that we were able to work with her and her teams and skill up on things like Zoom that you're on today. And she was able to skill up and lead her team well during this time. Also having wonderful virtual parties that I like to say are virtually amazing. Because you can still be in someone's living room and be face-to-face with them without being belly to belly. So how are we doing at TrūAura? What are we doing? And where are we in our life cycle as a company? As I mentioned earlier, we are only 2.5 years into the TrūAura journey. The TrūAura journey started much earlier when Rick took over a previous company and didn't just take on the old product, but what did he do? He developed a new niche where that product is actually a disruptor. And TrūAura is at the very beginning stages of who we are. You see, people like Rick Heath, who started TrūAura and is our founder and still CEO, does a wonderful job. He is an innovator, an inventor, and someone that you just want to follow. Someone like him is at the front side of this curve, and it's usually the hardest to get started. It's the startup phase where innovators really thrive. They see a vision and they cast vision for others, And then it's the early adopters like yourself that are on this call. Because in that first 2.5 years, we're still at probably about the 7 or 8% mark. We haven't even hit the uptick yet. We haven't even taken off. So what I'll tell you right now is if you like being at the front side and helping lay the foundation for future people to come, and then also to be able to reap the rewards of that, we're in the planting of the seed now, not the reaping of the harvest. We're in the planting of the seeds, and you are a big part of that. And if that excites you, I got to tell you, you're at the right place at the right time, and I'm glad you're here tonight. As we talk further about TrūAura, one thing that I love talking about is start with the why. And the why connects to the impact that you can make in other people's lives, and that's why somebody reached out to you. The flexibility is the how we do what we do. And the disruption is the what we do, and that's the product. And as you look at that circle, it's the golden circle that Simon Sinek talks about so eloquently in his book, Start with the Why. And that's how I want to talk to you about TrūAura tonight. I want to start with the why. Why we do what we do. And really, whenever we look at the impact that we make in other people's lives, it gives you meaning and significance. And that meaning and significance that you can make in other people, that you start to have, gives you purpose and it helps you to do it more. And that's part of what we want to do at TrūAura, is pour into you, help you stay motivated, and help you reach your full potential. Remember, the person pulling someone up, that is connecting with the why, of connecting with your why and helping you achieve what you didn't think you could achieve on your own. Whether it's part-time, full-time, or big time, we meet you where you are. And the great Martin Luther King had a quote that I've always absolutely loved. And it says, you do not have to see the whole staircase, just the next step. And what a wonderful time to be thinking of that, not just in a company, in an industry, but our country, that we can look at it and say, we don't have to have all of the answers, but we can look and see what the next step is. And that next step is making an impact in other people's lives, have meaning in what we're doing, and purpose in what we get to do every day. If that excites you like it excites me, then you're at the right place at the right time. And let me tell you about how we do what we do. How we do it is through a very flexible model. It's your business, your way. That's the beauty of our industry. See, the direct sales industry started about 90 years ago, and it was the original gig economy. You might have heard of the gig economy. If you haven't, just type it into your Googler. You'll love reading about it. The gig economy, some of the most popular gig economies is down here at the bottom, Uber and Lyft. And as we talk through those, and Airbnb, it is those flexible earning opportunities. Flexible earning opportunities is the gig economy, but direct sales was the original gig economy, where it was flexibility, and you earn what you put in is what you would earn. And it is a beautiful industry that is actually at the forefront of what we're doing. Not just at TrūAura, but our economy in general. If you've looked at anything going on in the economy these days, you'll notice that the traditional retail model or traditional business model has been disrupted. And in fact, if you look at 3 of the fastest growing companies in the world, Uber and Airbnb, neither one of them, Uber is the largest transportation company in the world. And guess what? They don't own any cars. Airbnb is the largest hotel in the world, but own no hotels. They're disruptors in what they do. And that is where the future of business looks. So you're at the right place at the right time. Whenever you start thinking about how you do what you do, you have found a home. And now the what we get to do, the hero of the evening, is our product. I got to tell you, the more and more I use the product, the healthier my skin gets. And the more fun I have with it. You see, just 3 or 4 months ago, whenever I joined TrūAura, I didn't even really have a skincare routine. I'm a guy. And unfortunately, I just didn't know any better. But what I can tell you about what I've learned over the last few months, and it is that I have seen noticeable results. And that little line right there is, once you start to see noticeable results, you start to believe in something. You start to see the impact that it makes in your own life, that the product can do that. And the three key words that I want to share with you here are preserve, support, and supplement. And as you preserve a healthy environment for your skin to truly be what it can be, and support it with the microbiome, which is the pre and probiotic, those are the ingredients that are going on there to create a healthy skin flora for you, just like in the gut. So let's just explain it in another industry. We are all so concerned about our gut and making sure we have a healthy flora and those microbiomes there, because it's inside and we need to take care of everything inside of our body and feed our body the healthy bacteria that it needs to survive and thrive. But we forget about one of the largest organs on our body, which is facing outward, the skin. And the skin has just as much, if not more, bacteria than anything else in or on our body. And we want to make sure that we're supporting it in a healthy way. And that's where TrūAura is a true disruptor in the marketplace. We're at the forefront of this. This isn't something that's like, oh, wow, it's been around for years. We're at the forefront of this. It's the new skincare discussion. And we supplement through age-defying ingredients. In fact, at 90 years old, I feel like I'm looking pretty good. I'm kidding. But I do feel like I look good for 41. So thank you for being here. And for those going, whoa, he doesn't look that old. But so as we move into, what does this all mean for you? What does it mean for you? Well, first and foremost, you have to start preparing now on how you're going to launch your business. Because I want to discuss this with you, and this to be a dialogue back and forth, and that for us to be in contact through your uplines and mentors and different things in the business. This is not just a set it and forget it. It does take work. I'm not going to lie to you. It takes work, and the season favors the prepared. But here are some of the people that it impacts. And that the people, and this might be one of you on here, and I love this screen because it starts to let you see who you are and who you could be. You see, there's a lot of people that step into this industry, the direct sales world, and they don't realize that they have an entrepreneurial spirit. Why? They've never challenged themselves in that way. They've never started, so they've always thought, oh, yeah, I think it would be fun to start something, but they never do it. Well, what we're able to do is we're able to give you an opportunity to start something at a very low cost. The cost of entry into the direct sales world, and especially TrūAura, is very low, extremely low. And in fact, whenever you start to think of, I might be an entrepreneur, because here are some of the things that actually circle around the entrepreneurial spirit. You're an idea person. You love coming up with ideas and casting vision. Maybe you like planning a vacation and looking forward to it. Maybe you're uber competitive, and you've learned that while being on quarantine over the last few months. The second, you might have learned after the last few months as well, and that's the burned out professional. Whenever offices are starting to open back up, and you've actually really enjoyed being around the family and working from home. You like the flexibility of it. You're actually more disciplined than you thought you were. You were able to really set aside time in the day to get what needed to be done. And you realize that you don't need to be at an office to actually drive towards success. And that you are looking for something that we might be the answer for. Third is one of my favorites. It's the power mom. I love this because I have a power mom. She was amazing growing up, still is. And the more balls she had in the air, the schedules, the cooking, the baseball, the basketball, the football, all of these things, the more balls she was juggling, and that was just with me, not dealing with my crazy sister. But as she was juggling all these balls, the more efficient she got, in her every day, helping with my dad's business and doing this and paying the bills. And the more she had going on, the more productive she became. And I have a feeling that you are the power mom, and you're on this call going, I have so many skill sets that I know that I could give to the world. I just don't know how to do it. We're right here. We want to be a soft landing space for all of those power moms that say, I have value, because we see the value in you. And we want to give you a platform to use that. The last one is the second act. Somebody who's moved into its season of retirement, maybe from one of these other three. Maybe you were a power mom and now you're an empty nester. You never stopped being a mom, but now you're an empty nester and you have a little bit more time on your hands. And maybe you've been twiddling your thumbs a little bit. You've watched all the Netflix shows and unfortunately can't travel as much as you wanted to, in that sense of second act and empty nesting. And you're looking for something to do with that spare time. Maybe you were a casualty of COVID-19 and your job was furloughed, or your partner's job was furloughed, and you're looking for a way to supplement the income. Maybe you're looking for the next big thing, the next opportunity. Well, I got to tell you, you're at the right place at the right time if you're in your second act, because what we provide is a soft landing place for you where you can actually help pave the way and be part of the people that are building the bandwagon, not jumping on it. And I'm glad you're here. As we start to look at the training and the tools that go into what we provide for you, we have our app, we have our back office, we have our Facebook page, we have Zoom calls. We have a way to equip you to be your best self. And in fact, just this week, because of we've had her speak twice, but her name is Lindsay Tompkins, and she's a social media guru, and she specializes really on on Zoom and Facebook and also Instagram. And what we have invested in over the last month is she has spoken 4 times to our field for anyone to listen to be able to equip them to do their job better at home. Those are all recorded, and we keep them on our YouTube channel so people can constantly be equipping themselves, educating themselves to be the best version that they can be when it comes to TrūAura. There's a few more people that I'd love for you to hear from, and actually 3, and it's just a quick testimonial of why they love TrūAura. Here, check them out.
TrūAura is right for me is because it just gave me the choice to create the life that I choose and the flexibility to serve in my community and live the life that I love and not through somebody else.
I love with TrūAura that I can drop everything I'm doing and yet take my business on my phone and just go out into the world that I need to live and have my TrūAura business right with me.
I have the freedom and the flexibility to make money when I choose.
TrūAura fills that need for us to be able to work side by side and have fun, to feel confident because our skin looks so great, and to help others so their whole families, their skin looks amazing. So I love the helping of the people, and I love the fact that I get to work with amazing people.
The flexibility. That's a huge benefit in this day and age. You want to have the flexibility to come and go and take care of those and take care of yourself. And that's a huge thing. And I think we need that in our society to be able to have that.
The biggest benefit is knowing that it's something that I can be very authentic about, and it fits with my lifestyle.
I love all the friends that I have all over the country. I have lifelong friends that I have to this. I just love that. I love that I can choose and create friends all over the country.
You can really make money with this, with selling the products. You can really make money from day one. You get to just take the product and go start sharing it with others. Keep it as simple as you want to make it. I live a very busy lifestyle, and it's all on my phone, just everywhere I go. So go to bed, look at my phone, and then work at my business, selling hundreds of dollars, from wherever I am.
For me, the opportunity is just simple. It's like talking to your mom across the table.
Keep it fun, keep it easy, but you got to keep talking to people, communicate, and meet people where they are. So like most of my friends and family are on the internet, Facebook in the evening, late evening after you put the kids to bed, so then go to work then.
If I didn't believe in the opportunity, I couldn't share it. And I fully share this opportunity, whether you are a customer, whether you're a client, whether you want it to change your entire life, this is the best opportunity out there in the entire world.
It's just sharing what you're passionate about.
Beautiful. I love getting to hear from some of our top leaders and salespeople in the company. But even more so, what TrūAura means to them. What you noticed is that each one of them touched on many things that I've already spoke about tonight. The flexibility, the confidence, the training, the product, the income potential. And so whenever we talk about the income potential of what that looks like, it's a sliding scale based off of how much you sell. It's very simple. It's not a big, difficult thing to understand, but it is a sliding scale from 20 to 50%. At 50%, you are selling about $2,500 a month. Not about, you are. At $2,500 a month, you now are earning 50% off of everything you sell. Not forward, but everything back as well. It's retroactive. And whenever you look at that, and coming from the traditional world years ago, the more you sold, the less you would make on percentage. Here, what we do is we make sure that the more you're selling, the more you're earning. It's a beautiful thing. And so earlier I mentioned April, who had over $11,000. And that month alone, she made $5,500 on just her personal sales, not even what she was making on her team at anywhere from 3 to 8%, depending on the level that they're at. So let me tell you this right now. If you're looking for an opportunity to make a supplemental income or replace an income, this is the right place for you. If you're looking for that side gig or something that's flexible, that is your business, your way, that might develop into something more, I'm glad you're here. If you're looking for something, a product that you can be proud of that is clean, safe, and healthy, you're at the right place. If tech is your gig, we've got that. But most of all, if you like making a difference in other people's lives and and being able to impact others, you found a home. And we're glad you're here. Thanks so much for your time this evening. And the next step of how to get started is really to go back and reach out to the person who invited you onto this call. Say thank you for inviting. I have a few more questions that I'd like to touch base on. Also, I want to let you know that this is a perfect month for you to join. Why? It's Customer Appreciation Month. And even though your customers will be the first time to order, guess what? You get to offer them 20% off. What a great month to start. So make sure you get signed up now so that you can start reaching out to your network, giving them the gift of appreciation of 20% off. What a great way to launch your business and really get people trying a wonderful product that will make a marked impact in their lives. Thank you so much for joining. Again, my name is Phillip Yarbrough. And if you have any questions, please feel free to touch base with your upline or, hey, text me directly, 214-908-3221. Have a great night, and I hope to see you soon.